Warning, you are not watching Siskel and Ebert.
You are now entering Wang's world.
Sunny Topical back with another video. I'm Strange Wang, and today I got a movie review for The Batman. But before we get to that, laundry list as usual, social media in the description box down below. Follow us on social media. We also got a coffee account and a Patreon. We love doing these videos, but we like doing them even more when we get monies for it. So donate some money, some cheese, some cheddar, some mozzarella to those, and we would be very happy about it.
That's a fact.
But if you don't want to do that, you can subscribe. It's free. But let's get down to Brad Tex. I gave The Batman 8.9 out of 10 Wangs.
Why?
Because there's a lot of good shit in this film. There's a lot of good filmmaking, a lot of great choices in this film, but it keeps reverting back to this big comic book blockbuster bullshit tropes that say, hey, we just want your money. Well, kind of like we do, but we love what we do. But examples being, this script was dumbed down. There was a bunch of scenes that made characters, intelligent characters that we've seen be intelligent in this movie before, made them look real stupid by repeating lines because they didn't understand. That is telling me, Strange Wang, that you paid to see my movie, and I'm going to call you stupid because I don't think you could understand where the film's going. When, exactly, the film's kind of predictable because it is a comic book movie. Batman's not going to lose. We know this for a fact. And there's things that happen in this movie, and you kind of know where it's going. When the scene sets up, you could be like, this is going to happen at the end of the scene. This is what's going to happen to this character, etc. This is how the situation is going to play out. And it does. And that's okay because these are great scenes. There's phenomenal directing, the lighting, everything in this movie is damn near perfect. Really. And that might be a reason why I'm disappointed, I guess. Not very disappointed, but I am disappointed in this film because it should be so much better than what it is. I personally think because, one, the script's dumbed down. Again, it is kind of predictable as a comic book movie. There are tropes, some of the tropes being that there's snipers in this one scene. It's a spoiler. I put spoiler alert at the beginning. There's the Riddler's followers are sniping. You know where she's going to be at. And you out of two, maybe three of you that took shots, you couldn't have killed her. When she walks up to the podium, that's when you do the Batman thing because then it's unexpected.
Now, that's just one example.
You're building this tension of the new mayor getting shot, and you build that tension just for it to be like put to a halt because there's Batman. And because of the tension, Matthew Reeves, great director, so if he wanted to, he would have put he knows how to do tension. It was in this film. He knows how to do tension. He put tension in that scene and drag it out, and then Batman hits out of nowhere. That's exciting. That's going to add to the scene. That's going to add investment, and that's what you want in your movie, especially when it comes to the third act of the film. Now, where they do? No, they did the same thing they always do. They shoot her, and they miss. These are gun nuts on the internet that probably spend all their money not only on guns, but at the gun range.
It don't make no motherfucking sense.
Why even put that in there to make these bad guys, again, look stupid?
Your guess is as good as mine.
The ending. I hated this ending as well because it's perfect. The emotion finally culminates and it hits. And there's a scene previously in this film where it made me a little teary-eyed, but this ending was so beautiful. It was the perfect Batman ending, and I was crying, and then it hits with a voiceover, because Robert Pattinson, he's a bad actor, right? You can't tell what he's feeling by his facial emotions and his body language and everyone else's body language in the scene. These are actors. We gotta put a voiceover on top of it so we can tell the audience how he's feeling, because they're stupid and they won't understand the good acting.
On top of that,
Instead of closing it on that beautiful moment, They drag it out. This is what happened to the Riddler. This is where Catwoman and Batman, this is how their relationship goes. When it's like, why do I need to see that? If you paid a little bit of attention to this film, the years it's been supposed to be coming out, and it finally came out, it's getting a fucking sequel. Everyone knows this. You do not need to put this in here to drag out the movie to lose that emotion, because then I'm just like, ugh, it's not going to top it. Get out while you're high. And what they could have done, they could have saved these scenes for big cons or Super Bowls. Like, movies take a long time to make. We're probably going to see another Super Bowl. We're not going to see another World Series. It won't be lockout, but big events. You got the DC fandom. You got Comic-Con. There's many places where you can place these trailers to get a lot of attention. And they should have went the Jurassic World route, having little mini like shorts. And bro, if you not a trailer but put that Joker scene out, people would have went bananas at Comic-Con. That reaction would have got a little bit less, like 1 million less views than the fucking trailer did, because people want to see people go nuts. So they could have filmed that, put it out, boom, it's monetized because it's their trailer. More money, capitalism, that's what it's there for.
That makes sense to me.
Go ahead and release it like that. Big scene, everyone loses their mind. Same thing with the Catwoman scene. End it on a high note. Give us these. Let us be excited. And then not show us the trailer. Because all you need is one trailer. Because then people like me, I'm seeing scenes that aren't in the movie yet. And I'm like, alright, where's this going? Where's this leading to? This character hasn't died. They haven't had this conversation yet. Etc. 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 Yada, yada, yada. So you would have probably, in my opinion, got more people more hyped for it, and you would have ended the film on a higher note, and I would have left the theater happier, more emotion, because of the dumb down characters and what it does in this film. It's like, all right, I'm up here, and then I'm back down here, and then I'm up here, and then I'm back down here, and then I'm up here, and I'm back down here. It was hard to get truly invested in this film. I had investment, because again, Matthew Reeves, incredible director, did a incredible job on this film. The lighting crew, design, everybody behind the scenes killed it. And in front of the camera, they did the same thing. This is probably the best cast Batman film of all time.
It's debatable.
Bruce Wayne, Batman, arguably the best one. Catwoman, arguably the best Catwoman so far. Jeffrey Wright, in my opinion, personally, without a doubt, the best Commissioner Gordon we got. But there might be an argument because it just came out. Recency bias, nostalgia, etc. Like, 3 characters, arguably the best versions of themselves in this movie. And it's because these are talented actors in a film, not just a comic book movie. It's a film. This is treated like a thriller. This film reminded me a lot of Zodiac at times. It reminded me a lot of Heat at times. This film is enough to be art, enough to cross the line of a comic book movie or entertainment, etc. Like, this is a well-made thriller, but when you put those things in there to dumb it down, it makes it feel like every other comic book movie. It makes it feel like Godzilla vs. King Kong. It makes it feel like Venom or MCU movies, Star Wars, etc. And this film didn't need to be that. It needed to be what the trailer showed. An ass-kicking, thrilling Batman adventure mystery. And that's what it was, for the most part. And I wish we would have got that all the way through. And those annoyances I have with this film, to me, is why it gets a 8.9 and it's not higher. Because if you would took those things out, maybe a perfect film. This film, to me, is easily has the most emotion out of any of the Batman films, I thought personally. So I'm kind of pissed off about it. Like I said, I was disappointed because of that reason, because this is one of my most anticipated movies of the year. It's Batman. This is my childhood. This is da 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 da. This was supposed to be the perfect Batman movie. and they missed the mark. And it's like, damn, you were close. You were really, really close. But you dropped the ball. And I don't know if it's studio, but like, you gotta tone this down. You gotta make this more vocal. You gotta stress this point more. I don't know what the reasons behind that was, but there's just things in there that stuck out that took me out of the film. And maybe it took you out of the film. I don't know. I spoke to somebody who isn't a avid moviegoer like I am. They go and see the big blockbuster movies usually, and said it was a 10 out of 10. So maybe I love the art of film too much, and I'm getting that confused, and I'm not reviewing this comic book movie like a comic book movie, because to me there are so many more elements outside comic book movies that is more in that territory than the comic book movie genre. Because the only thing really comic booky about this is Batman. You could have took that cape and cowl off, and same thing with the Dark Knight. You know what I'm saying? So I just wish it was a little bit better. My only other nitpick is Andy Serkis. I did not like his Alfred. I didn't like Jeremy Irons' Alfred. I think this is the worst Alfred we've ever had in this film. Alfred, he's an old man. He's that father figure. I wanted to feel more like that, make him a little bit older, hit the nail on the head a little bit more in that scene, because when he blows up, oh shit, that's an old man. It's going to hit harder.
No, you're not wrong.
Those are just the reasons why I gave The Batman 8.9 out of 10 wings. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you think I'm overly critical. I probably am. Everyone says I am usually. Strange Wang loves the film, and he wants everything to be the best that can be. Shoot me, blame me, I don't know. But maybe with rewatches, those things will go away, and I can love and appreciate this film more, because it's without a doubt top 3 best Batman movies of all time.
Ease. The greatest of ease.
That's right. But tell me what you think about this. Download in the comment section. Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video.
And then what?
Subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.